It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway in Foxborough. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Right, set, ready?
I'm here all day.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Edelman coming off another big game in Week 6 against the Giants on Thursday night. 9 catches, 113 yards, both season highs. And that's now back-to-back 100-yard games as he went for 110 against Washington the week before. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 90 yards. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson, and Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lawrence Guy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. They come out here in the eye. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And Brady will sneak it. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Brady's going to sneak it. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Jackson, option right, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jamie Collins able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys. Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be. And offensive line injuries. 3 straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses. Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football. Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them. Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley not touching it enough, but Kenny. And then the Browns, everyone was so high on them before the season started. What about now?
So many expectations. That's part of the problem they have right now, but they still will be contenders in their division.
Quickly back to the Chiefs, though. Are you concerned about them? They're still a real contender here, aren't they?
Still a contender, but I'm concerned as heck on defense for anyone who wants to be committed to running the football.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. To throw again on second down. Brady, Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this one is right down the middle. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going in.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them